Today's vlog, since it is freezing cold outside, we've got this wonderful polar vortex going on, thought it would be a great opportunity to do a Q&A video. I've never done a Q&A before, so if I'm gonna be stuck inside, I figure might as well make good use of it, right? Before I get into the Q&A, I just wanna say welcome. I've had a little bit of an influx of subscribers. Thank you to Levi Allen for sharing my video with his subscribers. I know there's a lot of new faces, new people, and I just want to welcome everybody to my community. So Levi, thank you for sharing it with your community, and those of you that came to join our community as well, thank you so much. Welcome, and I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. With that, let's get started. I'm not sure at what point this year that'll get old, but right now it's a lot of fun. I got these questions from people. I tweeted out and said, hey, anybody have any questions for me? I've never done a Q&A before, and I got some awesome responses from some awesome people. So got them all down right here, and here we go. First question, it comes from another fellow daily vlogger, Mr. Logan Tremelin. Shout out to Logan. His question is, what have you learned from daily vlogging so far? There is a whole list. I could probably do an entire video on everything I've learned so far, but I'll touch on two things in particular. Number one, I wasted a lot of time. And what I mean by this is a lot of my downtime, not work time and stuff, but like I would spend time on the couch and watching TV and doing this and doing that and not really being productive. I would get my work done, I'd be there with the kids, we'd watch a movie, whatever, but I was very lazy, very lethargic and that kind of thing. I've trimmed a lot of the fat when it comes to TV and that kind of stuff. I've really pushed hard to crank out these vlogs instead, and I feel like it's more productive. It's made me just have a schedule, a better routine, and that kind of thing. The second thing I've learned daily vlogging is I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot to learn about myself. When I started daily vlogging and you have to watch your footage back of yourself, it's a little weird in the beginning, but you start to learn about how you speak, how you present, things like that. And it's really helped me when it comes to giving presentations at work. I'm more conscious of my little nuances like, all right, so, which I never say that in real life, but for some reason, when you turn on a camera, it just comes out. I don't know why that is, but just stuff like that. Just learning about things you do and changing it for the better every single day. Second question comes from Mr. Josh Haynes down in Kansas City. Shout out to Josh Haynes. Josh asks, what are your top 3 biggest goals for 2019? Number one, obviously having 365 vlogs. Now, I've already missed a day or two. I'm gonna treat it as snow days in school because in the beginning, I did say this, like, the vlog is a priority right now, but I do have 3 other priorities ahead of the vlog: family, health, work, then the vlog. So if those are occupying my time and they need me, I have to push the vlog to the side, and there are gonna be days that I probably will miss. I might start doing more cell phone vlogs and things like that, but right now if I can't get to it, I've been wanting to make quality content and quality editing and stick true to my brand, I guess you could say. So there are gonna be days where I might miss a day or 2 days depending on the situation, but I will do 365 vlogs within the year of 2019. I think the second goal is by the end of the year, I would like to do at least 1 speaking engagement. Like, I would really like to be either invited or find an opportunity where I can give a speech in front of an audience and talk about kind of my creative journey, what my channel's about, incorporate Elliot and All Human Struggle, that kind of stuff. And then I also have a list of creators that I really want to have a conversation with, kind of interview with, and really start to promote that side of it as well, like the All Human Struggle stuff. So that is a big goal of mine this year. The third big goal is I really want to start utilizing all my social media platforms. So I want to start, even this weekend, I want to start purging Instagram, purging Facebook even, and just setting it up so that I have a cohesive brand all the way across. And I really want to start using like Instagram stories to do behind the scenes stuff. I haven't been doing that because it's integrated with work people, so I'm kind of really drawing a line in the sand, purging that for now. And I'm gonna start using it for my YouTube channel and to promote growth on there. Third question comes from Mr. Aaron Bewley down in Dallas, Texas. Aaron is like Iron Man down there. He asks, what YouTube channels do you wish you could get more content from besides his? I do want to see more content from you, Aaron, but also, I think Romina would be on the list for sure. She gets me in a good mood when I watch her stuff. I love the way she presents herself. She's a good role model for my kids. They love her. Also, another guy, Felix. I know Felix has his series going on right now. I love Felix's style. I love the way he presents things. He's a very talented creator. I really enjoy his stuff, and hopefully in 2019 we'll see another month of dailies at some point. Another person that I've seen just like the quality and the storytelling and everything else going way up is Mason Summers. Mason is out of the UK. I got to meet him in New York. I just really enjoy his style. I think he's really coming into his own. He's learning a lot. He's got some really good stuff. I wish he lived closer because I would love to collab more often and hang out more often, but he's in the UK. I'll either have to come see him someday or vice versa. He'll have to come back to the States, but Mason Summers, you're the man. I really enjoy your stuff. There are a ton of other channels too. My list would be extremely long. One thing with daily though is I haven't been able to consume as much as I had because you just don't have time. Question number 4 comes all the way from Australia from Mr. Andy Marshall. Shout out to Andy Marshall. If you've never seen this channel, please go check him out. He's got 1-minute videos. He does it on his cell phone, and the quality, the content, just everything about it, he does a great job. Go check him out. Andy asks, how do you avoid repeating yourself when creating every day? Is repeating yourself a bad thing? I have a lot of ideas. I document them all, very similar to what Cody Warner has said. I throw them in an Evernote, and I just keep all these ideas logged. And as I've been going along with the takeaways and everything else, I've been logging those as well. There's so many ideas out there, at least in my head, that I don't think I'll ever have to repeat myself. The second part of that question is repeating yourself a bad thing. I think if you're repeating a concept, but you're putting a new idea to it, that's fine because we evolve. I just made a video, I'll link it up here. I just made a video about how we evolve. We have a different mindset, a different mentality. So if you made a video on a topic and then all of a sudden down, 6 months down the road, you want to make a video on the same topic, but your perspective has completely changed, bring it up again. Talk about it, go through it again and say, before I thought about this, but now I'm kind of in a mindset like this. I always believe your audience wants to know where your head's kind of at, so if you do change your mind, if you do change your perspective, it's okay to rehash an idea as long as you're bringing something new to that idea. Like if you just literally made the same video, different quality or something like that, it might not be great. But if you're bringing a new idea to an older concept, I see no issue with that at all. Question number 5 also comes from Australia. Shout out to these two, Elijah and Crumpet. Love your channel. Elijah, super inspirational kid. He is just awesome. We watch all your vlogs. Elijah and Crumpet want to know, why do I think social media is so valuable for people living with a disability? I really think what it boils down to is somewhat of an even playing field. There are creators out there that have millions of subscribers and all this stuff, and they never leave a bedroom. They literally make videos in the same room over and over and over again. But if you tell a compelling story, if you give quality content, you can appeal to the masses. And I think that's where you can really take away the B-roll, take away the plane rides and all that stuff, and really strip it down to what it is. Anybody out there, disability or not, can give great content to the world. Question 6, last question before the lightning round. This question comes from Mr. Greg Barth up north of here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Another daily vlogger. Greg asks, what is your parenting style and how do you empower your kids by example? Best way to answer that, I'll answer the parenting style and then I have a short story about the leading by example. I think parenting style, we were very old school. We're very much not reliant on technology. We don't give them an iPad to babysit or anything like that. We actually, we try to find the balance between making sure they're efficient with technology so that in school and other things they're not falling behind there, but we also try to find the balance of allowing them to use their imagination and physically like put puzzles together and read books and go outside and play and build forts and that kind of stuff. So we really have kind of an old school mentality, but we also know the importance of tech and how that plays into their future in education. And if they want to be on YouTube or whatever. As far as the second part, empowering them and leading by example, this vlog is a perfect example of that. The only reason I actually truly hit record and started doing this was because of my daughter Jovi. Jovi and Natalie and I, we were sitting on the couch watching a Casey Neistat vlog back in it was June of 2018. And Jovi said, Dad, you should make some videos and then maybe you can go to Casey's studio someday. I kind of laughed at her and said, no, there's no way I could never do that. You know, I don't know how to make videos or any of that. And she said, well, Dad, you always told me if you work hard enough and put your mind to it that you can do anything. So she kind of made me eat my words a little bit. And fast forward to last week, I was at 368, Casey's studio and everything. And it was kind of one of those full circle moments where it's like, see girls, you can do anything you put your mind to if you put your nose to the grindstone and get to work. I think one thing I have in my mind is I never expect them to do something that I'm not willing to do. So I wouldn't say, go do this, go do that, go do that, when I'm not willing to do that as well. I have 3 questions left and they are short answer questions. So I'm gonna call this the lightning round. Let's hop into it. What is the prettiest city I've ever been to? I would have to say Kennebunkport, Maine. I don't know if that's a city, town, what you would call it, but I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just the coastline there, the downtown area, everything else. Like, we really want to get back out to Kennebunkport. I love that whole northeast corridor, Boston up to Maine. Like, I love all those little towns in between. So I would have to say right now, Kennebunkport, Maine. Pineapple pizza or no? Yes, I do like pineapple, ham, and bacon sometimes. So yes, I know there's a lot of people that it's a sin to put pineapple on a pizza, but I do enjoy pineapple on a pizza once in a while. Not all the time. It's not my favorite, but I do like it on there. Last question is, how long does it take to edit a vlog? For me, I would have to say it takes anywhere between 2 to 4 hours. It just depends on the content of the vlog. It actually takes me a lot longer to do these style vlogs where I'm talking to a camera. B-roll vlogs and things with speed ramps and all that, that's actually not that hard for me to do because I think having a rhythm and a music background, it makes it really easy for me to just cut the clips to the music and all that kind of stuff. That is it for the vlog today. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. It's a fun way to interact with the audience, so let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more of these, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Just throw it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for all the interactions. And if you're new to the channel, thank you again. I do appreciate every single subscriber that comes over. Welcome to the family. I'll see you in the comments and I will see you tomorrow.